You're listening to 5 Minute Feng Shui, episode number 6, Making Money Fast with Feng Shui. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easy for Wealth. Each week I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help improve your life, share inspiring stories, and I always end with 3 easy to implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that can change your life. Hey, Katie coming to you today with one of my most favorite topics to talk about, and that's Feng Shui for money. And one of the reasons it's one of my favorite topics is because I get asked about it a lot. So we're going to be talking about some ways for making money fast. Because, it happens to everybody. Your brakes go out, the air conditioner dies, and your dog has to have surgery. When bad luck happens like that, doesn't it seem like it happens all together? And when so much of it happens at once, it really can take a toll on your pocketbook. Suddenly that cute pair of shoes goes away, and maybe you get behind on a car payment or a credit card payment. And that's when you need money fast. So I've got some good news for you that Feng Shui can help you make money quickly. So let's talk about some ways to make money quickly when you're in need of some cold hard cash. First is make some change. When you think about your circumstances and you think about money and what's one forms of money? It's change. Change it's interesting because change is all round and it's circular and it moves quickly. And we also need change when we're looking for more money. So if you look at money as just another form of energy, and it's really important to see it that way and try to take some of that, its power and illusion over. But even when you're having some difficulties and you see that your money's kind of coming to a trickle or you're met with surprise expenses, you need to make something happen really quick. And one of the fastest ways to make a shift in your energy and that can actually make a change in your bank account is to move 27 things in your home. So go around your house and look at where you can make 27 changes. Maybe you swap some photographs around. Maybe you switch artwork on the walls in your living room, or you move some figurines around. Keep count of each change that you make. And the reason that you're making 27 changes is because 2 and 7 equals 9, and 9 is the number of fire. And fire starts getting is that big yang energy, and it starts getting all that energy moving in your house. And so this is what we need to do. We need to stir up some chi. And so go and look around especially your bedroom and your living room and by your front door and move 27 things. So make 27 movements. Next, spruce up your front door. I talk a lot about how the front door is the cash register to your life. It really is. The money energy is always at the front door. So give your porch or front door area a good cleaning. Look around, do a little detective work. Is there a broken light bulb around there? Maybe you have a dying plant. Maybe you've got a faucet nearby that just drips by the front door. Anything that doesn't work properly, look auspicious, or it's dirty, like a light fixture that's full of dead bugs. This lowers your financial energy right at the front door. So spruce up your front door and walkway. Add a pretty pot of flowers there, or keep the porch light on, sweep the porch, and correct anything that doesn't look auspicious, because this will invite money and opportunity to your home. Now, let's also move inside, also from the front door. So we move inside. We also want to put focus on the foyer. Once you're past the front door, your foyer is the area that's key to income and inviting opportunity into your home and life. So make sure your foyer looks auspicious, that it has bright lighting, and it has a very attractive looking entranceway. Make sure there's no dings or paint scuffs on the wall, because that brings the lowers that energy for you. And if the carpet's dirty, give it a good cleaning, or maybe you need a new throw rug, something like that. Also, look at your welcome mat at the front door. Make sure it looks really nice and it's not kind of all tattered and stained. I like to add a vase of pretty flowers, and make sure that the foyer is nice and clear and it's not all bunched up, because whenever you have congestion, then that stops money chi. And again, your front door is the cash register of your home. So we want to make sure that that's nice and clear and open. Because if your cash register were blocked, then you couldn't open the drawer and get the money out, right? So if you've got like an overabundance of shoes or too many coats and that kind of thing, move those out. Try to find a way to store them elsewhere and keep it. Make your home as much like a magazine cover as you can there at the foyer. And here's another idea for you. Consider adding a picture of water to give right here in the entryway by the front door, and to give you a little bit more of a financial boost. Now, there's another way that you can, put sort of some feng shui energy into your door and to tell money, come here. And that is to take 27 Chinese coins. And these are coins that you can buy at Chinese emporiums. You can find that they're called lucky Chinese coins, and you can find them at emporiums. You can find them at sometimes in your local Chinatown, or even online on Amazon or something like that. And underneath the welcome mat, or underneath the entryway carpet, whatever you have there, if you can, is to place those coins in the shape of an arrow coming into your home, and then lay the carpet back over that. And it will tell money, hey, come here. This is, it really tells money where to go. And we want that to happen, right? We want it to come right on in the house. The other thing is to keep your money flowing in your life by keeping your finances neat and orderly. The more you pay attention to money, the more it pays attention to you. That is definitely a tweetable comment if I ever heard it. I'm a total believer. I used to hate to pay attention to my money. Again, it's not something that I enjoy doing. I hated looking at my checking account. I hated reconciling it. I hated paying bills. I just didn't like it. And you know what? I wasn't making money then. And what I found was the more I kept my finances in order, kept my bills paid on time, and now I pay them at the same day every month, month in, month out, money started changing for me. So it's really important that both you get your actual financial house in order and your mental house in order. It's really a mistake to think that if you're not rich, that there's not a point in keeping your financial life orderly, or the thought of investing is just something out of your realm. It really isn't. Investments and creating a financial pattern of like making sure that you pay all your bills, like mine are all scheduled for the 15th of the month every month. So I know on the 13th what I'm doing. I'm paying my bills. Yes, I pay them. I'm scheduled to pay them on the 15th, but I always pay them on the 13th. By the way, I think 13 is a lucky number. So anyhow, and I really want to encourage you to think about creating an investment plan. It could even be like one of those little web apps that invests. I think there's one called Acorn or something that will start investing small amounts. And I'm going to talk about how important that is in just a moment and why you need to do it. But it's really important that you start thinking like a wealthy person. Keep your money in order. Start thinking like a wealthy person. Again, once you begin paying close attention to money, your energy shifts and money starts coming in. Ignore your money and money will ignore you. It's hands down, I'm a firm belief of mine. Now, it's really important that you always see gains. You've got to start seeing gains, not just bills, money going out. My grandmother used to say that water draws water. And what she meant by that is that sometimes like those old pumps that people would use to draw water, that they won't work sometimes when you're they've gone dry. Well, oftentimes they're really not dry, but you have to like pour water down the pump, and then when you start pumping it, it comes out. It's sort of like hurricanes. She'd said, had the same thought about that too, that if an area had gotten a lot of rain and it was in a hurricane area, hurricanes, water draws water. It would also draw a hurricane. And her wisdom bore out, and it still does. Once there's momentum of water energy, and water is wealth in feng shui, the energy builds on itself. And that's why when you have money problems and you say you have money problems, they just stay with you until you start changing that momentum. And you've got to break the momentum by accumulating money. We talked about it on, I think it was the first episode, about there's different types of money, like generating money and accumulating money. And while it's always great to have more money to pay bills and that kind of thing, we also want to see money grow. It's vital that we have a store of money. It just is, because that's how you get rich, right? So find a clear jar and put some money into it every day. Just put whatever you can put into it. If you got a spare dollar, you got your change, whatever it is, just do it every day. This is really potent if you can start doing it at a new moon. I like a jar, and you see the tip jars like at bars or restaurants where they have, it's like a wine carafe, so it's got a narrow neck and a big bottom. That's actually great feng shui. Give yourself like a vase, a clear vase, like a flower vase that has the big bottom and the real narrow neck to hold the flowers, and start stuffing money in it. You have to see money in order to get more money. Now, when you put money in your jar where you can see it, your eyes take in that image of money growing, and it sends a message to your mind that you're focused on money. Keep a positive thought as you put the money into the jar and focus on the feeling of money growing for you. Feng Shui is very focused on symbolism, and seeing money grow on a daily basis can actually draw money to you. Now, let's talk about the look of wealth. Always put your best image forward by dressing the part of someone who has money and who makes money. And for me, I like to look nice. I had an assistant who would kind of make fun of me because I work online. I work out of my home. But every morning, I get up, I get dressed, my hair is done, I put makeup on, and I look presentable like I would if I were going to an office. So always make yourself look your best, and do the same thing with your wallet or your handbag. Clean it out. Streamline if you've got, credit card pandemonium, clean some of those out. Make your wallet nice, clean, and neat. And I also want you to take out receipts. Don't put receipts in your wallet. Go get a clear plastic envelope that you keep in a car or in your purse, and put receipts in there, not in your wallet. Your wallet is for money. Then I want you to go out and get some actual cash. I don't care if it's $21 bills. Put money in your wallet. You need to see money to make money. Again, if you can remember from, I think it was the last episode, I had talked about what you see is what you get. And if you see money, you get money. And it's, whether that's in that vase, whether it's in your wallet, whatever it is, it's important that you see money, because that will bring more money to you. Now, the last thing that we want to do is make sure that you're going to clear up any money drains in your home. That means it will open the way for money, and it will help money come to you. So that can be like a good decluttering. We talked about that in episode number 5. Watch for anything that's damaged or broken and get rid of it. Especially don't eat out of anything or drink out of anything that's chipped or broken or cracked. Get rid of them. Go around your house and make sure there's no dripping water anywhere, or toilets that are leaking and constantly refilling. These symbolize loss of money. When you have a dripping faucet, remember, water is wealth. And if you see a dripping faucet all the time, that's money going away. And bills coming in. I have some fantastic Facebook group members who often tell me that when they start seeing a whole lot of bills coming in, they run around the house and they check all the faucets, and many times they'll find a leak somewhere. So make sure that you stop any sort of financial or any kind of plumbing leaks that you have anywhere. And if you have any sort of plant anywhere that looks sad, like a lot of people will hold on to an ivy, and they'll have an ivy that'll have like a stem, and it goes on, and they'll pin it up on the corners of the room and around a desk and over the window. And I mean, it's like, oh my God, put that plant out of its misery. And it might have like 3 little leaves. If you see anything like that around your house, get rid of it. Plants need to look lush and healthy, and that's because that's a symbol of growth, and it's really important that we eliminate any sort of dying or depressed or sad-looking symbols that are looking like they're not thriving, because we want our finances to thrive. And what do we say when we want more money? I need more green. So make sure that if you have any plants that are around the house, that they're all trimmed up and they look healthy and lush. So your top 3 tips right now: start seeing money. Make sure that you put some coins in a jar, you start a savings account, you start paying your bills on time, and create some sort of small investment account. I don't care if it's $10 a month. You can spare it. Chances are you're getting a Starbucks or something like that that could go to you to start building something for yourself. So money in is very important to get more money. Next, check the house thoroughly for leaks. We talked about that. Leaking money means leaking money, leaking finances, and we want to stop those leaks. Look under your sinks. Check the faucets, both inside and out. Make sure you don't have any toilet that's running or doing that phantom flushing thing like that. And then thirdly, never ever hear water at night. If you're hearing the bathroom sink drip all night long, oh boy, are you going to lose money. Oh boy, are the bills going to come in. Make sure you never hear water at night, even if that's an aquarium. So water should never be in the bedroom. Make sure there's no water in the bedroom. Like if an aquarium is in there, move it out of there. It can also cause health problems if you have an aquarium in the bedroom. Contrary to what they say on decorating shows on TV, water in the bedroom is never ever good feng shui, and it can create many, many health and financial problems. Make sure that if you have a pool or a fountain, that you don't hear those at night, and maybe you put them on a timer so that they shut off at night. All right, there you go. 3 tips, and we talked about how to make money fast. Love to hear from you. Thanks for listening today, and I'll talk to you on the next episode of 5-Minute Feng Shui. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of 5-Minute Feng Shui. If you did, please be sure to share this episode with your friends on social media, and let's change the world one home at a time. For more Feng Shui information and inspiration, sign up for my free weekly Feng Shui Easy. Just drop by redlotusletter.com to sign up, and I'll be in your inbox every Wednesday. And if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up on iTunes. Now go have a fantastic day.